Hello everyone, I'm Val from Mike and Val's Life, and today I want to share with you a DIY on how to make a lighted rag garland. Now the first thing we need is going to be a string of lights. Now if you're lucky enough that you've already got a string of 50, then you're ready to go. Unfortunately, the smallest I had was a string of 100. So what you have to do then is to fold them in half and then zip tie them every few places, like right here, just to keep them together so it'd be easier to work with. And you can just use these little zip ties like this. So if you have to do that, you'll need some of these and then the little cutters to cut them. Now, the next thing, you'll need a ruler, or I keep a ruler. It just sort of helps me keep it at about the same length. I like to make mine anywhere from 6 to 6.5 inches long. And then, of course, you're going to need the old pinking shears. Now, that is what I use because I've had these for a long time. Now, if you're lucky enough that you have the roll cutter, I don't know what they're called, that's what I call them, that is a lot easier. But I just go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way with the scissors. I will say, though, after a while, your hands do get tired. Now, the most important thing, and I'm so excited over this, I went to Goodwill the other day and I found this material. These 4 pieces of material for $1.99. And that is really cheap for material. So I'm very excited over that. But I do want to show you one other way you can do it. This right here is a pair of lounging pants that the snaps broke. And as you can see, the color is still pretty good on it and everything. And you can use things like this, that this is free. You know, something you already had. It's not, as far as actually getting to wear them for lounging pants anymore, they're not any good. But you can cut things up like this and also make the whole garland like that, or you can put some old with the new. It's all up to you. I am going to cut some of this, add it to this, just to have a little more of the blue with the blue here. So, let me get started. Okay, now let's cut this open. Look at this material. And see, oh, another design. All right. All of this looks like it's going to work great. Oh yeah. Now for the next step. The next step is you just start cutting. And this is very simple. It's nothing that you have to worry about. All you do is, you don't have to worry. If one end ends up a little bit, thicker than the other, that's okay. It doesn't matter, because you're just going to be putting them on, all of them together. They're just going to be fluffed out. You won't be able to notice. I'm just going to do a couple of them for you. I went ahead and cut all of what I think I'm going to need for this project off camera. There was absolutely no reason to show you on all the cutting, but I am going to just show you just a couple. That. And when you really start getting on a good roll on this cutting, it goes much faster than what you think it would. You'll be through cutting in no time, and that's even with scissors. If you do have one of those roller cutters, I'm not sure what they're called, but if you do, you really got it made. Next, I usually will do about 3 of these at a, well, I cut all that I'm going to do, and then I start cutting them this way into the lengths. And what I do is I do about 3 of them at a time. First you cut to make sure your end is going to match. Now because this is a little work table that I put brown paper on. What I did is I just put the length that I basically wanted, because when I get through with this project, I'll just rip off the paper, throw it away. So it doesn't matter. I can write on this, whatever. But what I did is I just got it to the size that I want and just keep going like that. Like I said, now the cutting actually goes pretty fast. And off camera, I have it to where I went ahead and cut all my material. Now let me get my garland. Okay. Now I have a confession to make. This is the second time I'm filming this. The first time, Mike usually will set up the camera for me, and then I will film. And what happened when I went to start putting tying them on here, he wasn't here, so I moved the camera, and when I did, I don't know what happened, but you couldn't see me work. So we're doing this again, and when he came in, he noticed that he shut it off. He said, "You can't see you." Then you couldn't see how I was putting these on. So we're doing it again. That's why this much of it has already been done, not quite half, but it is so simple because it is literally tying on these lights. That's all it is. Now, what I've done, like I said, I've already had them cut out, These two are so much alike that what I've decided is I'm going to use in my row, I'm going to use one time, one the next, one time, one the next. But other than that, it's going right in a row. Now let me show you. Like I said, it is literally just tying these on. And most of these are very easy to tie on. It all depends on your material that you get. The material that I have here is real easy except for one. And as you can see, this, you just put it on and tie. And I tell you that there was one piece of material that I have that is really hard to tie, and that is this burgundy color. It's a very thick, and this is a good one to show you because see how crooked it is, but it won't matter once you put it on here. But this is a very thick material. So when I tie it on, I'll show you, you really have to put some muscle into it to get it to go on there good. And I chose to only use the material that I purchased from Goodwill for the $1.99. I showed you some lounge pants that you can also use, and it wouldn't cost you anything. It's just that on this one, because of the material that I bought from Goodwill, I wanted to just use that material. So that's how come I'm only using these. And I also want to say this is if you have a work table that that when you work on different crafts, or a craft table I guess I should say, this is one that you can work on as little as, you know, just a few minutes at a time, because you don't have to worry about where was I last, where, you know, look at a pattern trying to figure out what you were doing last. It's literally just look at what your material is and see what the next color is going to be. So you can, if you want to, you can pretty much sit down and just do it and watch TV. I do that a lot. I like to just turn on the TV, do this, and watch TV at the same time. You can do that, and you pretty much make it before you realize it. Or you can do it 15 minutes at a time. Just when you take a break from doing something else, you can zip in and tie some more, and before you know it, it's made anyway. So it's just whatever that is more convenient for you. One other thing that I have done, I have fixed up the lights before, cut out all the material. Where we live, our oldest son lives in San Antonio, and from where we live, that's a 7-hour drive. And that's in the car driving. That isn't any stops or anything. So I have actually just put it, get the material, and on our way to San Antonio, make one. I mean, it's just that simple and easy to do. So I'm going to do just a few more. And when I come back, I will have it completely done and turn on the lights so you can see. I'll be back. Now I am back with the finished product. This is what it looks like when you get completely through. It's just, it really looks good. And it really looks like it's a lot harder maybe than what it is, but it is so simple. I hope you have enjoyed. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and letting me share this with you. I hope you have a wonderful week. May God bless. Bye-bye.